Hey there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. And this is going to be the mid-month reading for the water signs. This is a general reading. The water signs would pertain to Cancer, Scorpio, and also for Pisces. I'm sorry, guys. It's pretty late. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning my time. So anyways, I wanted to go ahead and get this out so you guys would have the mid-month readings. Again, it is a general reading. Keep in mind that timing in my readings is fluid, so it could apply during that month, after that month, or before that month. So if it applies and resonates to you, that is when you're supposed to hear it, whenever you're listening and it resonates, okay? This is a general reading, again, so it may or may not resonate with you. This is for multitudes of people, and whoever needs this message, that's who's going to receive this message at this time. If you would like a general reading, you're more than welcome to check out my page or send me a message on here. My page on Facebook is the Nomadic Owl Oracle, and I offer 8-card spread readings for $20. Another thing I want to keep you posted on is I read in energy. I don't read on specifics like for a male or female unless it is a personal reading, or unless I do say that this applies to a man or this applies to a woman. So please keep that in mind while I'm doing this reading. I do also cuss at times, so that's something else to keep in mind. So if you don't like that, please just click off, because if I feel compelled to say something, I'm going to say it. I'm trying to be as honest with you and as real with you as possible to give you the messages that I receive and that I'm given at this time. Now, today, what I am doing is just a general reading for the mid-month of January 2019, like I just said. The decks that I'm using are the Native Spirit. It's an oracle deck that I have that I like a lot. The reason I like it is I am Native American. I'm not 100%, but I'm Seminole Creek, and I definitely relate to the pathways that they have, their beliefs, and how they worship the earth and all that. That is my beliefs as well. So this is what I practice. This is what I vibe with and what I feel makes me me. So just keep that in mind when I'm doing the reading. Another deck that I'm using today is the medicine cards. And these cards are animal medicine. So with Native American spiritualists or shamans, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe that ties into this, each animal has its own medicine. And the medicine that it holds can be very useful at times, So like, for example, say that you were out somewhere and you see a hawk and you're like, wow, why do I keep seeing this hawk? It might be like your guides, your angels or creator coming to you at that time to bring you a message by the hawk. The hawk is known to work with man to bring messages from the creator, which is God or whatever you believe, at that time to give you the messages that you need. So for example, a hawk is known to be able to see above a situation, being able to see things from a different perspective. They're highly intelligent and they're able to fly out of situations that may not be the best of situations. So that's just an example. So guys, before I start, I do want to let you know that I've already went ahead and saged, meditated, prayed over the cards, did all my stuff, and shuffled and pulled the cards. It cuts down on time. I suck at shuffling, so this is why I do it this way. Now, the first card that we have is the Spirit of Earth. So the Spirit of Earth card would talk about being grounded, being fruitful, being in a time where you are very prosperous, where you feel very in tune with yourself, with what you're trying to bring into your life. The next card that you had was the Spirit Keeper of the South. Okay, so when I see this card, when I think of the South, I think of the sunshine, the heat, the warmth, happiness, the beach, or whatever, hot weather. I would say that this would be a lot of energy, a lot of passion, a lot of light, good things coming in. Like just you can feel the warmth of it. You can feel the sunshine. You see the sunshine that was in the picture. That's what I'm thinking of on that. So then you had the peace pipe. And the peace pipe to Native Americans was something that they would pass around in circle. So if they needed to discuss something, they would have the peace pipe to sit with someone to be able to hear out their ideas and their opinions. And they smoke tobacco or whatever they put in the pipe at that time for whatever ceremony or type of thing that they were doing at the moment. So with you having the spirit of earth, the spirit keeper of the south, and the peace pipe, what I'm piecing together so far with this is you're at a time where you're starting to get grounded. You're starting to build your foundation. You're starting to get comfortable and with your life, with your job, your romantic possibilities, something like that, okay? And you have all this good coming in with the spirit keeper of the south. You have the sunshine and the happiness and all the other things like the emotions coming in. And then you have the peace pipe. So the peace pipe in general, like to me, when I think of the peace pipe, I think of when somebody had a fallen out and maybe they weren't getting along really well, or maybe they had differences and they didn't want to accommodate the other person, or maybe they were stuck in their ways and they only considered themselves and they didn't consider how things affected the other. When the peace pipe comes out, it talks about being able to work with one another to be able to come to some type of common ground, whether you agree with one another or not, whether you see it the way the other person sees it or not. You're able to find some type of neutral ground to come together and make a situation better. And whatever possibilities, like I said, this is a general reading, so you will know what this applies to in your life if this is for you. After that, guys, you have the elk card. However, it was in the reverse. So when I think of an elk, I think of a big, massive, strong stag, that's with all the other does in the field, like, just prancing around, strutting his stuff, being all macho and stuff, like very pristine, very handsome, very macho, just very masculine. And, they're in their different groups that they would have like different, does that would come in and out. So they're just very, let me think here. They're very communal, but they're also loners at times. Okay. So a stag, like a male deer, generally would be by himself. And you may not see many males together, especially when they're grown, because the males like to roam and all that stuff, unless it's mating time. However, you have this card that's in reverse. So what I'm going to say, when I think of the stag in reverse, I'm thinking of maybe your energy's blocked. Maybe you're not feeling like 100%. You're not feeling that good. You're not feeling like you are attractive. Maybe you're not pursuing love interest, or you're just kind of just sitting idle and you're not living in your own. You're not living in your power. You're just kind of blocked for whatever the case may be. Then the next card that you have is the bat. This one is also in reverse. So when I think of a bat in general, I think of a bat being able to see through the darkness. They can navigate the darkness and find their prey through their echolocation. They they live in caves, which are in the dark, in the cold, but they thrive. They eat insects. They're very good animals to have around you and in your neighborhood, whether you like bats or not. Let's be real. I really like bats because they eradicate a lot of different bug species, and they can keep them under control, especially mosquitoes. I'm from the South, and we had mosquitoes like crazy down in the swamp. So anyways, with it being in reverse, with the bat being in reverse, I would think of, being scared to make a move. Maybe you're in the darkness right now. You don't know what's going on. You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know how to proceed forward in a situation. So you're just kind of sitting idle and you're just kind of stuck, you're like just hanging there, like whatever, I guess I'm just going to sit here and not do anything because things aren't going to get better. But what you fail to realize is you're a bat, or you have bat medicine. So bat medicine is being able to navigate through all the darkness, all the bullshit, or whatever the case may be, and being able to get to a better place. So that's something to keep in mind. So with all of these pieced together, like good things are coming in. You just got to stop blocking your energy. And maybe you're not talking about something with the peace pipe. Maybe you're not voicing something that you feel. It's what's blocked you from feeling like you're handsome or beautiful or that you're worthy. And so you've just kind of sat here and sat stagnant. It's not a time to be stagnant. Now is the time to ground yourself, to build your foundations, and bring in this good that's supposed to be coming to you. So at this point, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the book what the actual meanings are. That was my intuitive take into the reading, just to give you my insight. If I pick up anything else while I'm doing this, I will definitely give you that as well. But bear with me a second. I've been taking allergy medicine and I need to drink something, okay? Oh my gosh. I think I'm dying. Okay, so for spirit of the earth, hold on, guys. All right. So spirit of the earth, it says, if I can get to that point, it says the meaning is prosperity is blossoming in all areas of your life. You are strong and grounded. Who you are is enough, just as you are. Connect more fully with nature. The spirit of earth asks that you tend to your health, detoxify your body, understand how to use your body's psychology or physiology, excuse me, guys. Pay attention to how your body feels and respond accordingly. Create a home for your soul. Have objects in your home that feel good to you every time you see them. Be present. Cherish the here and now. It says your native spirit wants you to know the spirit of earth represents your physical self and your physical surroundings. It's okay to make plans for the future, but make sure that you also embrace and appreciate the present. You're deeply and profoundly loved and supported at all times. No matter what's occurring in your life, trust that all your needs are being met. Take time to create spaces in your home where you feel absolutely at peace. And in doing so, you create a template for peace in all areas of your life. Feel the solidarity, and the power of the earth beneath you. This is your core. Just as grass, I'm going to slow down here, pushes out the moist ground, know that fresh new shoots of growth are similarly taking place within you right now. I apologize, guys. You are grounded, prosperous, and strong. So it's saying that things are changing. You're shifting into a new cycle in your life. And, you might have been stagnant. You might have felt like buried under pressure, buried in a situation, stuck in a situation that didn't seem like it was going to change, but it is changing. Things are starting to blossom and turn into something better. So then the next card that you have was Spirit Keeper of the South. So this card's meaning is abundance and prosperity in all forms, expansion, surging energy, activity, movement, rapid growth. Be open to receiving the bounty of the universe. This is a great time for medical procedures. Your energy will be at a maximum. So it says your native spirit wants you to know, in the medicine wheel, the south is the direction that symbolizes the warmth of the noonday sun, summertime, the full moon, and a time of rapid growth. Crops grow with vigor during the summer months. In the human cycle, it also represents vitality of childhood. This is your time to shine. It's also a time of great bounty in all areas of your life. Open your arms to receive gifts from the universe. It says, if you live in the southern hemisphere, you could reverse this and think of the north instead. The journey, it says, stand facing south during the midday. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun, opening your heart center. Absorb the sunlight as you sense yourself absorbing the abundance of the universe. So you're bringing in good things. Things are about to start rapidly changing and getting better in your life. It takes time sometimes, guys, and situations sometimes take time to grow. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe, like you had to set the foundation to get to where you want to go, and now things are starting to grow, and you're able to culminate to where you could talk to somebody and voice your opinions and work things out to make it better. So for the peace pipe, it says the card meaning is heal old wounds with people and situations. Carefully do whatever you need to do to make amends. Forgive yourself and forgive others. It's time. You no longer need to carry the burden. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives as well. You bring peace to the world. So your native spirit wants you to know, in native tradition, sharing a peace pipe filled with sacred tobacco and herbs was a way of finding common ground and dropping discord. It was a way to remain calm and assess the situation and find a peaceful resolve. There are times to drop everything and leave, and there are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there is a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Maybe you need to forgive yourself or forgive another. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now. You do not need to forgive the act, but there's power in forgiving the person. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect at this time. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. So, if you had a falling out with somebody, whether it was family, friends, love, work, whatever, this is telling you that maybe is the time to sit down with that person and try to work it out, or try to come to some kind of agreement to where it's not a hostile environment anymore. You know, obviously you still care for this person to be holding on to that, or at least you have some feelings for it. And that's what it's talking about in this situation. With you being a water sign, that's definitely something that we do. I'm a Cancer Leo, and so we have a lot of feelings. We feel a lot. We love a lot. We love hard. And it's really hard at times to get past certain hurts and pains from the past and certain situations that people have put us in. So now, guys, I am going to read the meaning of the other two cards that we have from the medicine card deck. So for elk, it says that elk stands for stamina. But remember, we had it in the reverse. So it says, if elk has appeared in the reverse position, you may be stretching the rubber band to the breaking point. Be careful of undue stress levels, or you might just create an illness to force you to take a break. On another level, you may not be honoring your desire for companionship with the opposite sex. You may have forgotten the excitement of mating season. If this is the case, you may find that your best option is to invite friends of the opposite sex for dinner or an afternoon outing. This is not to say that you would be sexually interested in these friends. It's merely suggesting that the exchange of opposite energies could be rewarding to you at this time. So if you've been single and you haven't been dating people and you're just kind of sitting in your shit and being all sad, it's time to take a break from that and start getting out there and trying to meet people, because chances are you might actually meet somebody that brings in this stuff, this sunshine, this happiness that you're trying to have in your life. It says, if you are in a relationship, it may be that the honeymoon is waning and that you need to stir up some excitement. Persistently creating a change of pace is the kind of stamina needed for any type of relationship to last. In all cases, elk is telling you to look at how you choose to create your present pathway and how you intend to perpetuate it and reach your goal. Your best weapon is the same as elk's: to stop when you need to persist when you need to, and to allow room to change and exchange of energies. So, be an elk. Elks are very proud, very confident, very majestic, and very down to earth, very grounded, centered, just docile for the most part, unless they're challenged. So you have two cards so far that are talking about being grounded. And being grounded, maybe you need to spend some time out in nature, maybe spend some time away from everything to get your head right so you can get back into a better place. Because sometimes when we sit and we stay indoors and we don't go outdoors and do stuff, it kind of blocks us from the energy moving, So then the last card that you had was the bat, and that was in reverse. So bear with me while I find this, guys. It says the bat stands for rebirth, excuse me. I gotta drink something again, guys. My throat is like so dried out. I am so sorry. Okay. Okay, so it says, if that is still hanging upside down in the cave and immersed in darkness, you have met this contrary medicine. This position leads to stagnation of the spirit and a refusal to acknowledge your true destiny, which is always to use the talents you have to the fullest. Is there some area in your life that has dammed up and therefore stopped your desire to create? If so, look at the surrounding to the death of that stagnation. That can also imply that in reversal of your natural cycle of rebirth, you're trying to go to life in a backwards mode. This is a breech birth in a sense. This type of understanding of how to go about freeing yourself can lead to a stillbirth if you struggle too long in the birth canal. The final outcome can be death of the body. Some people think themselves in a corner with obstacles that are illusionary. By the time they decide what to do, the opportunities are gone and old age is upon them. All of their dreams have passed them by. Reverse Bat says to use your mind, courage, and strength to ensure an easy labor and quick delivery into the new state of understanding and growth. Surrender to the new life that you have created from thought and desire and bravely greet the dawn. If you are concerned with today and tomorrow, but not much further, you may forget to see further down the road. Tribal teachings say that you are responsible for future generations because you are the ancestors of the future. Whatever you do today will affect the next 7 generations. Every decision, every thought is to create a state of stagnation or rebirth for those that follow you on the good red road. If you are blocking yourself, you may be blocking the generations to come. So this is saying that you have to be mindful of what you are creating at this time, what you are doing at this time, because you sitting idle and you not living your truest, happiest life that you could, because you're holding on to the past, you're not going to be able to accomplish much. You're just going to sit in the same pattern and keep repeating the same cycle over and over again. So you have to break that cycle and you have to gain back your stamina, gain back your self-worth, your happiness, your love, your light to be able to navigate through this. So bat flies at night, it says, and in the night are born your dreams. These are the dreams that build future civilizations, so nourish them well. So if you have dreams that you know that you have and you're scared to act on them, it's encouraging you at this time to take the steps to step forward and start doing what you can to pursue the dreams that you have. Because if you wait too long, they're going to pass you by. And then you're going to regret never taking a chance to be able to attain those things. Whether that dream be for work, love, career, happiness, anything like that. Like if you like artistic things, something like that. So you have the ability here to be grounded, to be stable, to bring in the good that you want. You have the light, you have the positive backing, the creator, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, whatever you want to call it, want you to sort through this past experiences, these past hurts, these past disappointments, so you can fill yourself again, so you can love yourself again and love your life again. So I hope that this has helped you guys. This is going to be, like I said, fluid for either before January, during January, or after January of 2019. If you would like a personal read, please contact me on here or on my Facebook page, The Nomadic Owl Oracle. Otherwise, I hope that you guys have a great January of 2019. I will see you in February, and take care.